And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. In a commemoration of Mexican culture and heritage, we wish you a happy Cinco de Mayo here on 2K Sports, joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Well, Grant, when the season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, BA, they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
And the Lakers starting five. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. James is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Smart in at the 3. And here's Butler. And the layup falls.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
Doncic against Curry. Doncic passes to James. No good on the triple. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Green finds Curry, and that one drops.
Well, if you're going to foul Curry, you better make sure he doesn't get a shot off, because this is exactly what can happen.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3, then strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Here's Doncic. Ayton in the high post. Shoots over Curry. And it falls all over the rim and in.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Butler from downtown. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
3 on the clock. And Smart with the buckets on the assist by Reeves.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. As you might expect, we talked about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double team him often, saying we want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there. Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Brian, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Just 4 to shoot. Fades away. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Pass to Curry from deep three-point range. And Ayton pulls it down. Lakers trail by 3. Smart finds James. Puts up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And one way to stretch a career, taking more shots from outside. LeBron, the ageless one, knows it well.
Outside, Green. And here's Curry for 3. Curry with another miss. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Ayton with a screen. And he lobs it up the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
Well, that's a nice lob to Ayton, but really give credit to the big guy. He elevated at exactly the right time to throw it down.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2. And here's Butler outside. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Ayton, a screen on Curry. Doncic passes to Ayton. Curry against Doncic. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Outside Butler. Green with a screen on Smart. The kick out, Curry. Shot to stop the run. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
And for Ayton, protecting the rim is a big deal for him. I want to see a lot more of this.
From about 16. Here's Reeves. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And they're really attacking the paint with a fury.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Every year, Austin Reeves seems to just get better. A multifaceted guard who fits in seamlessly with any kind of rotation.
All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. The Warriors, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risks and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Well, if there's one guy in this league, you better run off the three-point line, it's Curry.
Curry against Doncic. Outside Reeves. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And Grant Stephen Curry said his goal was meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Reeves against Melton from the arc, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And Reeves is a legitimate threat from outside the arc. He also has a good feel for when to fire away.
Pass to Melton. There's the triple. Doncic pulls down the board. Here are the Lakers now. They're on a 17-7 run. It's stolen by Green. Here's Santos. No made baskets yet. And here's Curry for 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to keep up his teammates.
Here's Reeves. Oh, Green with a block.
Oh, wow, he gets that right at the rim. Just perfect timing by Green on that block.
From deep, Melton. The kick out, Curry. Sinks it from distance. Curry's got 14.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
55 seconds left in the first quarter here. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Warriors have got 8 of 15 shots to go. And the Warriors with another 3.
I just love the ball movement.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's James. From deep, here's Doncic. Hits a three-pointer. 7 points in the game.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that could take him off the floor. Not what he wanted right there. 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Porzingis comes in for Melton. Stolen by Ayton. There's Doncic. That's tipped.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Smart against Curry. Back to Horford. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Warriors ahead, up by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Hey there, everyone. Happy Cinco de Mayo to all of you as we get you back to some NBA action. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Brandon Podziemski.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, James is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Hachimura in at the force line. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Horford. Some solid defense from Hayes. Lakers trail by 3. Pass to Hachimura. The fadeaway. And the shot is good off the backboard. Hachimura's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
And stolen by Hayes. Vanderbilt against Melton. Now, here's James. On the wing, Hachimura. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Hachimura's got his second basket on the night. Outside Moody. The Lakers with a rebound. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. James passes to Vanderbilt. Off target from outside. The Warriors trailing. Melton on the wing. Check by James. Pass to Moody.
Come get it, come get it.
And here's Porzingis. He's defended by Hayes. And that one's good. Porzingis. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Hayes with a screen on Melton. Kicks it out to Kennard to the left side wing. Here's Vanderbilt. Lets it fly. Kennard can't get it to go.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Well, they call him stay ready, Tim. Moses Moody has done just that and produced when his number was called.
Yeah, B.A., there's not a lot of flash to his game. It's mostly hustle and floor space. With those long arms, he is a difference maker defensively.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. From the low block. Hachimura up top. This one for 3. Offensive board. Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Butler's checked in for Santos, and Podziemski subbed in for Moody. The Lakers also with a sub. Laravia's checked in for Vanderbilt. Pass to Melton. Butler surveying the floor. Takes it inside. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, this is what Butler does to you. He puts it on the floor and goes hard at the defense.
Here's Hachimura. Over Porzingis. And the basket by Hachimura. Hachimura's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Back to Melton. Porzingis sets a screen. From 12 feet, it's Hayes with the rebound.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
James James inside, defended by Pajemski. Horford against Kennard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. The three, James. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Melton. And here's Horford. Outside for Butler. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Hachimura, pass to James. Out to Hachimura, and stolen by Porzingis. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
KBA, the Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. The guy's got deep.
They're happy to have him. Ali, appreciate the report. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Santos will check in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Melton. And then for Los Angeles, James is checked in for LaRavia. Reeves comes in for Kennard. And it's Marcus Smart in for James. Smart right side. The three is up. James can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 4. Horford outside. And stolen by Hayes. Here's James going inside. And slam dunk by James.
Oh, that's just classic LeBron right there. He has a head of steam, onto the rim, and a strong finish. Woo!
Here's Curry. It's tipped. Curry against Smart. 1:41 left to play in the half. And finished off by Hayes. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, BA, it shows you how much the game has changed. They had a green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now, you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
James against Butler. James, a freight train coming!
The shooters shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter. Come on, back it up, man.
Outside Pajemski. Off target from three-point range. The Lakers have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. James deciding where to go with it. Over Butler. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Warriors have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Curry, that's good.
And Curry is really putting his stamp on this one.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Fades and shoots. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ooh, Butler off the line.
That is elite athleticism being showed off by Jimmy Butler.
Tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Here's Doncic. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Thanks, Ali. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
It'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers up against the Pistons out in Detroit. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Lakers.
Their trouble is...
Appreciate you joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
The Warriors lead by 5. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. That's the Warriors 5. And here's Curry for 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And then last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah, B.A., that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his 2nd Defensive Player of the Year award.
Pass to Porzingis. Smart against Butler. Back to Podziemski. Porzingis with a screen on Reeves. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Podziemski, no good. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. And they recover it. Tries again. Yep, that one's good. Reeves has got 8 points.
You know, Reeves is such a crafty and clever player. He's so good at finding ways to score inside.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Now Butler. Give him 8 points now. Outside Curry. Smart knocks it loose.
The 2021-22 Defensive Player of the Year winner. Smart loves sending shots back.
Shots good by James.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Outside Butler. Outside Green. The 3 ball. James with the rebound.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Reeves the pass to James. And slam dunk by James.
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
Outside Podziemski. Pass to Green.
Kick it out. Over it.
Now here's Curry. Curry draws the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Reeves, pass to James. With the teardrop. Count the basket and the foul. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
And a look at the toughness of Draymond. He took the hit, and he got it to go.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Here's Curry. Curry from inside.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
James outside. Here's Doncic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Stephen Curry.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Doncic hits them both.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Outside Podziemski. To the inside. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Smart. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Curry. Good D by Doncic.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Smart with the ball. Doncic on the wing. He's covered by Curry. 5 to shoot. Doncic is doubled. Reeves finds Aiden. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. The Warriors, 4th.
Well, you think back to what they did a year ago, sharing the ball and keeping everybody involved. That was one of their trademarks.
Melton, he's checked in for Pajemski.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Doncic against Butler. James, outside. Over Green. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 5. On the wing, Curry. It's stolen by Smart. And here's Reeves outside. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes now for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Ayton, and Rui Hachimura subbed in for LeBron. Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
The strength and power of Doncic shows up every game. Very physical for his position.
Pass to Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the lay-in. Green's got 7 points for the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
I got him.
Kicks it out to Smart. 4-3. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Yeah, he's so much fun to watch. Smart hit that corner 3, and his teammates and coaches are all about it.
Here's Butler, and Butler inside.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. And they doubled up Doncic. And here's Reeves outside. And Los Angeles has another 3.
And when you watch Reeves, he believes every shot is going in. I mean, he plays with major confidence.
It's stolen by Doncic. And it's the Lakers on the break. Luka with the finish. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Porzingis. Back to Curry. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Horford passes to Melton. Moody from outside. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Warriors on top, up 1. And time for a short break. Stay right there. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Rui Hachimura is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Hayes in at the center position. To the middle. Pass to Melton. Launches the 3. Hachimura with a rebound.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Hachimura sets a screen. To take the lead. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Pass to Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for the Lakers. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Smart has gone 2 of 5 tonight. Pajemski with it. Hachimura covering. Horford, a screen on Hachimura. Down low. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line. To shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
The veteran savvy of Horford. I mean, he does an outstanding job going after defense and drawing the whistle.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Horford hits them both.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Here's James. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Hachimura against Butler. On the take. Pajemski. No good on the 3. The Lakers have gotten half their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. From deep, here's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Santos. Melton on the wing. Defended by Smart. 4 on the clock. And that one's good. Melton. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And they doubled up Doncic. Hachimura from long range. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is alive. Given the situation right now. And the Warriors make... He changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Horford. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Butler. And it's Curry in for Melton. Outside Pajemski.
Oh, come on, bust that, baby.
Pass to Curry. Uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 27.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Doncic down the lane. Hachimura from long range. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Yeah, the defense has to pay so much attention to Luka, and he knows he'll always have an option for a kick-out 3.
Pass to Santos. Outside Porzingis. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul. Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors.
Substitution for the Warriors.
Porzingis passes to Green. From behind the arc. Rebound by the Lakers. Reeves with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Smart finds Reeves. James, a screen on Green. James, outside. Fades back. And off the left side of the rim, and swirls in for him.
That in-between distance is a tough one to master. Not for LeBron, though.
The three from Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. The Lakers lead by 4. Hachimura sets a screen. Doncic passes to Hachimura. Kicks it to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Luka drops the triple.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Now here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. Fires away from outside. Hachimura there for the rebound. The Lakers lead by 7. Doncic outside. Puts up the tray. Old Green rips down the board.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Oh, yeah! That's good!
He's just a natural-born leader. This team counts on Curry to take over in exactly these spots.
James, a screen on Butler. Now Reeves.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Puts it up from 17. The jumper is good.
Yeah, Reeves is a talented scorer. One who's adept at cashing in from the mid-range.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Curry against Smart. Now Porzingis. Porzingis with the flush.
Oh, my! Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
James against Porzingis. Reeves fires. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Here's Curry. Now Green. Oh, it's off. Doncic against Butler. In the corner, Smart for 3. Butler rips down the board. Warriors trail by 5. Outside, Green. Butler. Green outside. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Now the Lakers moving it up.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now here's Reeves. Defended by Podziemski. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
There's a double team with Podziemski. Now Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Hachimura. 17-footer is in.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. 29 seconds left in the 4th. Second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Porzingis. Outside Green. Shoots a 3. Hachimura there for the rebound. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's James. Los Angeles picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
NBA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point. And I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.